Hello, Libra. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you. Libra, what you doing, man? Like you're just coming out of the gates here. Things are getting really interesting with you, so I think we're getting a lot of views, and I just want to come here and say thank you for that. So, Libra, let's find out what is going on. Let's do a quick read for you here, bonus read. Going to try and look at anything that is in this current energy or in the future. This could happen anytime between now and then. Today, tomorrow, next year. Libra, don't forget, private reads are available. Check the pinned comment if you're interested in any of that. Let's find out what's going on for Libra in this bonus read. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Tell me about Libra, please. Tell me about Libra. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. Just listening to Charlie. Charlie said, but what's really going on? What's really going on? Okay, that's what we're going to do. This reading is going to be what's really going on versus what you think is going on. All right? Got to appease the guide. Got to appease Charlie. So if you've never been here before, my guide's name is Charlie. And so what's really going on? That's first we're going to see what you think is going on. We're going to talk about that first. What does Libra think is going on? All right, Three of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Sun. So what you think that you can see, what you think is going on here is that there's a pretty sturdy partnership that's going on here. It feels like this partnership is really fun and happy. It feels like it's stable and it's grounded. The person that maybe you have this partnership with, and this could be in business or this could be in the workplace, this could be in romantic sense, but it feels like the Sun is here and you're pretty confident that this person is authentic. Like they're really being authentically who they are, Libra. And so what you think is going on is that this Queen of Pentacles, that you see this person for all that they are. And, oh, what's that? Hang on. Been having a lot of music in my readings today. And I'm clairaudient. So, it's Alanis Morissette. You've already won me over in spite of me. What's the name of that song? I'm ready to fall head over feet. Okay, so there is somebody here, Libra. That's Alanis Morissette. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the song right now, but if you Google those lyrics, it will come up with the song I'm talking about. I think it's called Head Over Feet, but I'm not sure. It's from the Jagged Little Pill album. So I feel like you see somebody here, and the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is the pre-Empress energy. And so it feels like this person is really grounded and really solid and sturdy, and that they've built themselves from nothing. They take good care of themselves. This is somebody who's really appealing to look at. Whenever you give something to the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is going to multiply it. So possibly you give them the Sun and they multiply that back to you. It feels like they give it to you back 2 times. So this feels like it's a friendship or somebody that you just met, a friend of a friend. This is a partnership, and I think you're building a foundation here with them. You're building trust, you're building friendship here is what it feels like. This person could be a Leo. They could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn possibly. We do have the 8 of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we do have the King of Wands. So I think what you're seeing here, Libra, is you're seeing a mirror. I think that whatever you do, this person does as well. And so I don't think that they're doing it for any nefarious reason. I think that this is just a natural back and forth. So I think that, for instance, when we're mirroring each other, you meet somebody who has your same moral values, your same moral compass. If you're spiritual, they're spiritual. And they're not just saying this, they actually are. It feels like you two are mirroring each other in your energies, and it might be also in terms of building your career or building money or saving money. It feels like it has to do with material possessions. So you might be at the same place economically in your lives. And it feels like this energy here with the sun is really shining on both of you. So it feels like what you're noticing about them is when you give them energy, they give it back. Like they're a person who is not leaving you hanging. It feels like that there is something that is beginning to grow here. Like we're starting out as friends, and it's something, there's a passion that's beginning to grow here. It feels like the masculine energy, which is outnumbering the feminine. It feels like the masculine energy, someone is feeling inspired to move forward here. So you might be a masculine energy, whether you're a woman or a man, doesn't matter. You're leaning into your masculine energy. And I feel like you do want to, you want to pursue something. And I think it's more than just workplace stuff or more than just pentacle stuff. I feel like you want to pursue something. So that's what it looks like to you. What is actually going on? Let's find out what's actually going on here. This is like your perception, right? No one else has your perception. What's really going on here? We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the King of Cups. It feels like this person here that on the outside, they look really happy. There's somebody here, though, who's not being completely and totally honest with you, and I don't think that's a bad thing. The Three of Swords is here, but it tells me that somebody here has suffered disappointment, heartache, or heartbreak. And I feel like you see this person always in a social situation, possibly, and so they give you their best face, their happiest face, their celebratory face. You know, we might be out for coffee, we might be out for dinner or drinks, but it feels like there are some things that are under the surface that you really don't see about this person. Now, I think that this person is emotionally available. I don't know if that matters to you or not, but they are someone who's emotionally available. They are very steady, very strong. And they are somebody who is possibly in masculine energy. And, you know, that doesn't, when we say masculine energy, the kings are masculine leaning, but also a feminine energy. We're talking about somebody who, you know, a lot of single women have to be in their masculine energy because they got to take care of masculine things and feminine things. But there could be also men who are in their masculine energy, but also there could be women who are as well. So it doesn't really matter what body, whatever meat suit you're wearing. I want to say, though, that it feels like when you talk to this person, it's usually in a social situation. What they're holding under the surface is that they've been broken before. They've been hurt, broke wide open. Their heart's been hurt, and possibly they've been cheated on before. Tell me what else. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune, but they're ready. Oh, yes, they're very attracted to you, Libra. So somebody here who's super attracted to you, they're ready to make change in their life. They're ready to completely and totally pull away from the Three of Swords and open the heart space. The expansion is here. This is Jupiter energy. So it feels like possibly in the month of October, which is your birth month, right? For some of you. And so it feels like in October, something's going to change. I also know that we're having eclipses coming up. So we have eclipse at the end of September, close to the end of September, 21st, I think. And then we also have an eclipse in your sign on the 20th of October. So it feels like something might change between you and this person. I feel like it feels like if this is what you see, but this is really what's going on, it feels like somebody is sort of trying to make a decision about you by feeling you out. By feeling you out, because it feels like this person is moving forward cautiously. They're attracted to you. There is physical attraction, but there's also emotional attraction. But I feel like we haven't really had time to talk or haven't had time to be alone with each other. That's what it feels like. The Two of Swords tells me somebody here is really protecting their heart, that they've been hurt before. They're in a sort of, I'll believe it when I see it sort of energy, but for now I'm going to try and feel it out. The Two of Swords person is being, the universe is trying to tell you to use intuition. This person is trying to use their intuition to feel you out, to see if you are the person that they want to change for, or the person that they want to move forward with. This is destiny. I think that you met this person for a reason. I think you met them for a reason, whether they stay as a friend or whether it moves into something that is a little more romantic. We could be talking about a member of your family as well. We could be talking about someone who is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. Possibly someone who is in Pisces or Cancer energy. I think we did talk about Leo already. Aries, Sagittarius, possibly Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So, tell me if this is the two of you that are... So if what you think it looks like here, so for you, I think that you are looking at this as a really solid opportunity, because each of them holds, it's like we're holding out a pentacle to each other already. You see this as a solid opportunity. I think that what's actually going on under the surface with the other person is they've been really hurt before. They are willing to move into a new cycle. We are in a new moon on the 22nd. They're willing to move into a new cycle if destiny should show up at their door. So I think that this person is trying to feel you out, to figure out if you are destiny. Are you their destiny? Are you the person who's going to make them change their mind about the Three of Swords? We've got 5 swords here. So they're really up in their head trying to figure out if you're the one for them. Let's put some cards down in the middle here. Let's build a bridge and find out what is going to go on should the two of you decide to get together. Is it just friendship? Is this more than friendship? Tell me what's going on here for Libra. All right. Well, we've got the Empress. This is pre-Empress. This is the Empress energy. We've got the Hanged Man. And we've got the Death card. So somebody is deciding to take a step forward. They're feeling confident enough to take a step forward. Now, I don't know if I'm talking about a feminine to a masculine, or a masculine to a feminine, or a feminine to a feminine, or a masculine to a masculine. So I'm just going to say that someone here is in their Empress energy. What is feminine or masculine energy? The Empress energy, whoever's in the Empress energy, and that's somebody who's probably a little bit older, has a little bit of wisdom, has lived through a few things. This person has been in sort of a perspective energy, and they're holding back and waiting for change. They're waiting for something to change. They're waiting for transformation. I think that somebody here is waiting for this situation to transform from friends to possibly something that's more emotional. Tell me more. Got Pisces Scorpio energy here. We've got the Devil. Covering up all the parts. Yep. Got the Devil. More of the parts. We've got the Star. And we have the Six of Swords. So it feels here like somebody is trying to make a decision about whether this is a codependent attachment or if this is wish fulfillment. It does feel like there is a really good feeling when we're together. And I want to say that because we've got 2 energies here that are earth energies, whether you have earth energy or not, because these can be people, but these are also energies, understand. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very planned, very slow, very deliberate in their movements, a very intense sort of energy. But we have this energy of the Six of Swords. I want to say that when you two are in the same environment, whether it's social or whatever it is, you ground each other. It feels like you go from, it's like, how can I say, when you sit at a table together, the rest of the world melts away and it becomes calm. You ground each other because you're in this sort of energy of being in the pentacle energy. I'm going to say that things go from chaos to calm. So you could be in a chaotic situation at a party or at a restaurant or where there's lots of people around you and things are going down around you. But I think that once you two focus on each other, it's like nothing else matters. That's what it feels like here. We've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Swords. Somebody is curious and wants to explore this because they feel like they do have all the skills and the resources to do that. Like all the aces in hand. I'm ready to begin something new. Tell me about the Six of Swords. It feels like you two ground each other or calm each other. The Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. We've got the Three of Wands and we've got the Five of Cups. But because of past history, I feel like one or both of you is not making a move. It feels like with the Five of Cups that somebody here went through some great disappointment. The Three Cups is here and the Three Cups is on the ground poured out here. So it does feel like somebody has some regrets from the past And I feel like they want to fulfill that, if that makes sense. The Knight of Pentacles is like somebody held back and didn't make a decision about another person in the past. And now they're looking into the future with a bit of regret. And so I feel like you, Libra, don't want to let this situation go because you don't want to have regrets over letting something go again, is what it feels like. You don't want to let it go. You want to transform the situation after sort of hanging here. It feels like you could be, because you are Libra, you could be the Empress, but if you are not the Empress and that is someone else, it feels like you see this person as someone who's very stable and very grounded and very doting and very kind, very sweet. Maybe this person is a mother or a father. So what's the outcome? What's the outcome here? So if you two do get together and decide that this is more than friends, then what happens here? Tell me about Libra. What's the outcome, please? We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands. The Hermit energy. We've got the Nine of Swords. And we've got the Nine of Cups. I do think that it ends up in wish fulfillment. But I think that this is going to be something that you're going to take away, think about. It feels like you have a worry. And I think that the worry is that your intuition is failing you, that you're not really going to make the right decision, or it might be a repeat of the broken heart scenario. It feels like maybe you've also had your heart broken, or you have the regret of not having moved on from something yet. So maybe you are still attached to regret from the past, but it feels like you do want to move forward. I think that this whole thing is already in transition. I think that we're already transitioning from friends to lovers. We are quiet because the Eight of Swords is here. And I think it's you, Libra. I feel like you're overthinking the whole situation, but I think that you do think about, or are thinking about, the Four of Wands. What should happen if we decide to move forward? Does this move to the next level? I think that right now you're in Hermit energy. You might not be saying anything, you might not be doing anything, or making a move toward anything, because the Eight of Swords is here, and so is the Nine. I think you're worried that something is going to happen here that is detrimental. It's not going to work out. You'll be rejected. If that person talks to you, or that if you tell that person how you feel, it will be the end. We've got the Eight of Cups here. It feels like you keep coming back round to somebody here. You keep coming back around to the idea, possibly. Got the Ace of Cups, that maybe this is more than just friendship here. We've got the World card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you first need to release the Ten of Wands. You need to release this feeling of I have to. So you don't have to. You never have to. I feel like you have closed an old chapter of your life, and I feel like you want to give somebody an offer, or you want to invest, but I feel like it's really weighing heavy on you. Why? Because the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, you feel like you aren't enough, or you don't have enough. So I feel like you are going to circle back to this person. I feel like you two keep seeing each other in a social situation, possibly. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it tells me that each time we loop back to each other, the Ace of Cups is present. There's a heart space here. And I feel like you can't wait to see each other again. But then we go back to our corners and it's quiet again. But it does feel like there is budding love. And there's judgment, a decision to be resurrected into a new cycle. And the new cycle comes up on the 22nd. We are having a new moon in Virgo, and the new moon in Virgo is encouraging you to clean things out, get rid of old things, get rid of old feelings, get rid of old connections, and move forward into the future. I feel like that you're really excited to see this person whenever you see them, but I don't think that you really do much one-on-one. It's mostly in a group. I hope some of that made sense to somebody. Let me know if it did. Love to hear from you in the comments. I'm going to go right now, Libra. Again, thank you so much for the ways you've been loving on the channel. I appreciate your energy here so much. I'm going to go for now. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.